Sign to the streets.
Sign to the streets. Oh,
Check out
mama.
the real MVP TV.
MVP TV. Shout out to the real MVP TV.
First time I went in, I was young, so I went in wide-eyed. Didn't really have no expectations, you know what I'm saying? But I survived because I was temperamental, you know what I'm saying? Like I was real temperamental, so I was antsy, I was always on go, I was ready, I was with whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that got me by, but it got me into a lot of shit too, you know what I'm saying? But it helped me, you know what I'm saying? It helped me get through. My second time going in, I was bitter because I hadn't been on the streets for that long. So I had a bitter mentality when I went in. I was on straight bullshit. I didn't give a fuck about nothing. Like my first 5 or 6 years in there, I just had a fucking mentality. You know, while I was in there, we had a ride with the COs. I was at Victorville USP in '09, and they had COs had jumped on the Crip brother. My boy, shout out my boy G. Playboy Gangster Crip. You know what I'm saying, in LA, but they had rushed him, and you know what I'm saying, we just come off lockdown. We just locked down probably for like 30-some days, bro. And we just came off that day, so it was that night, it was nighttime and shit. It was like right before lockdown, they was trying to lock us down early. I'm on the phone, long story short, they rushed my man Ed, and when I looked up there, he was up there by himself. I jumped off the phone, went and did what I did, you know, we got scrapping with the COs. They put me in the hole. I was in the shoe for 13 months for that shit. Fighting they was trying to give me a new case and all that shit.
I ain't made some mistakes. I ain't been caught slipping or whatever. You know, but I shake back from all that shit. I shake back from all ills. You know what I mean? That's the big thing about it. Can you shake back from that shit? A lot of motherfuckers, it's hard to shake back. And they just know it. You know what I mean? And give up on their life. Fuck around, commit suicide. You like, man, I hate this shit, but I love it because it made me the nigga who I am right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's like a marriage. Killed, like I ain't seen a nigga get killed. I ain't seen a nigga his head blew off. Nigga close range, shotgun and shit. I was about 16 when I seen my first actual murder. It was in the 50s. You feel me? It was me and my nigga. You feel me? He ain't here no more. It was just kids, you feel me? Like getting on the bus, going on our way to like around this motherfucker come from the 50s, and you know, we seen a nigga walking down the street, like across the street from us, and we seen a car pull up on him, like on the opposite street. You know, it was, you know, too soon, too late, you know what I mean? Down thing right there, broad day, in front of everybody. And shit, that's how I knew this shit. It was like, you lucky to be waking up tomorrow around this motherfucker fucking around with this shit. Cause niggas will kill you fast. It ain't even no second guessing, niggas smoke you.
I was fortunate enough to come across some real monumental fixtures in the culture, like, you know what I'm saying, Big Meech, shout out, you know, Demetrius Flannery, man, Big Meech, you know, BMF, I was in the unit with him for a year at Lompoc, you know what I'm saying? I got to, you know, build with him, you know what I'm saying? That's my partner, you know what I'm saying? If y'all familiar with Mutulu Shakur, it's Tupac's stepdad, you know what I'm saying? I was on the yard with him, in the unit with him for about 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Good dudes, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't really regret none of my time. College for street kids, like for me, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. I looked at it more educational than disciplinary, you know what I'm saying? And I picked up a lot of wisdom, knowledge, understanding during those stretches, you know what I mean? I come out here with it and try to spread it to the youth in my neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta, like, it's like I talk to them and not at them, you know what I'm saying? Not preach to them, because they the ones that gotta be out here holding it down, you know what I'm saying? So you can't tell them not to be a man, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you advise as much as you can, and they take from it what they take from it and apply what fit, you know what I mean? When I came back, it was like, it's a whole gang culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole gang culture for the city of Oakland. Like, when I left, it was more so block culture, it was more structure, more turf shit. Now it's strictly gang shit. Like, motherfucker don't even ask you where you from no more. Motherfucker be like, what you is? You this, that, or third, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like where you from. our neighborhood, Baghdad, is really like one of our neighborhood in 65th Village is one of the last two neighborhoods in Oakland, man, that's still like standing on turf business, on block business, you know what I'm saying?
I said I lost at least 30, 40 niggas, man. 40-something niggas. A lot of niggas. I lost a lot of niggas. It make you cold. You gotta be cold out here. Cause soon as you show a nigga too much love, he gonna backdoor you. He gonna kill you. Especially if he ain't grow up with no morals, no structure. Motherfuckers just out here reckless, trying to make a name for themselves. And that's what this shit is out here. A lot of motherfuckers out here just trying to make a name for themselves. Cause that's what they feel like get them ahead in life by taking a life and, you know, recreating a life that you never thought you would live. It's because you feel like you were just a gangster because you killed somebody. That ain't being a gangster because you killed somebody. Like, okay, you took a life, but that don't make you a gangster. You feel me?
I came with that name because if you do research on Baghdad, it's you know, they a real independent section inside of Iraq. You know what I'm saying? And they do everything in their own way. You know what I'm saying? And they stick to their own principles, you know what I'm saying? And they have many foes, you know what I mean? But they stick to within their structure. So that's the reason for the shamans, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole story to that too. Don't think we just wear these shits on our head and we don't know what it means. Before you get one of these, you gotta know what it stands for. It's 33 ways to survive with this shaman. You know what I'm saying? It's 33 ways to survive with this shaman. It could be a blanket. We can have picnic out here right now. You know what I'm saying? You might need to use it for a towel. You can use it for a hair wrap. Like I said, it's 33 ways to survive with this motherfucker. And it's all implemented into what our neighborhood represents. The shaman, which really is the Shama, that's how it's pronounced, the Shama. So the Shama is it symbolizes our individuality from the rest of the politics, you know what I'm saying? And it goes right along with what the culture is that we created over there in the neighborhood. It all coincides, you know what I'm saying?
Know the difference.
What makes you a gangster?
Man, taking care of your household, man. Taking care of your people. You see the biggest gangsters do it. Frank Lucas, Lil D, Felix Mitchell. That's gangster shit. Mickey Mose, and I go back with real gangsters. Like, you feel me? It ain't a thing. It's if you gonna find a way to give back. And that's what this BL shit all about. This Black Lives Familiar shit. That's, you know what I mean? That's what I'm about. But you know, this Baghdad, but Black Lives Familiar is a family. You feel me? Baghdad is where we at. You feel me? Black Lives Familiar, that's a brand. That's a way of life. It's a way of thinking and shit. You feel me? Like, cause I ain't been through all types of variety of people and learned from all different sources. You feel me? So I know what motherfucker lack out here. I don't want to be one of the motherfuckers that's, you know, participating and not giving these motherfuckers the information they need to know to get ahead in life. Cause a lot of these niggas lost. If you don't want to learn, you ain't gonna learn shit.
Before we pass you a shaman, we make sure that you understand. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody in our neighborhood with one of these, they earned it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a gift that you just got, just to be. It ain't a fad. It's not a fad for us. It's not a fashion statement. It means something. You know what I'm saying, for us. You know what I mean? And hopefully it carry over. And for the Muslims and stuff that wear this. You know what I'm saying? Our store. You know what I mean? They right there. They supply these for us, so you know it ain't no disrespect to their religion or nothing like they know that we represent the right way when we wear these. Doing positive stuff too, you know what I'm saying, as far as their music and stuff like that. And if you hit a plateau on your music or something, you might get a shaman. You know what I'm saying? You catch a case with one of the homies, and you go down and you hold your water. You don't tell on the homie, you can earn you a shaman. You know what I'm saying? You protect the soil. You know what I'm saying? You hold the soil down. Get you a shaman. It's an endearment, appreciation, your appreciation of your, you know, with your how you standing up for our neighborhoods. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why you see them, all the little dudes out there, had them out there today. They all earn their shot, they earn their shamogs, one way or the other.
I don't want motherfucker to tell them nothing. They feel like they grown already. They feel like, cause they probably sold a little dope. All right, fool. They probably sold a little dope. Probably whatever it make them feel like they a man already. I don't know. My dad wasn't in my house. That's why I feel like I had to be a man. My brother, he just walked off. He went to the pen. He went to the feds. I was still in middle school. No, I was in. Yeah, I was in middle school. So, brother went to the fed and pops went around like that. So like, it was just me and my mom for real, for real. And then you know, motherfucker had to bring something to the table, like me being, you know, growing up with the foundation of a household where people would respect and take care of themselves and take care of others. I feel like I had to be responsible, be a man and do that. So that's what started me, you know, on my adventure out around this motherfucker. I want to get some money. I blame nobody but myself for that, you know what I mean? I was old enough to separate right from wrong, so, you know, I had everything that you could possibly need to want to keep going, but there's poverty out here. I grew up around niggas with money and shit. I wanted to have money early. I didn't want to wait hell long to have money. But patience though, that's that patience. That come with patience. You gotta be patient with this shit. You gotta be patient if you want to be rich. Feel me? That shit ain't gonna come overnight.
Don't get me wrong, the state of Oakland, I don't like it. I don't like where it's at, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how the politics is. But I understand evolution, you know what I'm saying? Like, time go on, shit gonna evolve. So the politics it's gonna change, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it was a gap, like during one of those stretches, it was a gap where it was a gap where it was missing an age group. Like a whole age group was like incarcerated. So you had this generation now, and the generation before them, they didn't have no big homies that was close enough that they could, you know what I'm saying, that they didn't look at as an old ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? So with that generational gap, it just kind of like, it swung the pendulum for the evolution of the Oakland culture, you know what I'm saying? It went from the block presence didn't mean as much no more. Like, it don't really stand for nothing no more. It's all gang shit. Kids, like I said, I'm older, so having kids even feel like that they can even say something to me in a disrespectful fashion, you know what I'm saying? Or younger men, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say they kids, I say younger men, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy to me. I feel like I say, that gap that we missed, that's what led to that, you know what I mean? So, but I understand it though. Like I said, I understand evolution. I've been alive this whole time. It's time to live, you know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is, I don't want to let my circumstances or whatever the circumstances surrounding me be lead me to just still being alive and be my demise. I want to live now. I want to be able to. My outlook is self-preservation, and prosperation. You know what I'm saying? If it's not conducive to what I'm doing moving forward, it's not prosperous. I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same agenda I'm pushing. We pushing within our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? We pushing that same thing. You know what I mean? If it ain't positive, and it ain't prosperous, we don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? I talked to a youngster a few days ago. That's not of my side. And I asked him like, what made you jump into these politics and not even knowing what the fuck they about? And he said, I'm just on what my brother's on. You feel me? And my message I want to say is, bro, don't just walk into some shit blindly just because your brother say it's up with this nigga, or, you know what I'm saying, that nigga's a sucker. Do some homework first and find out, because this nigga might have just did some fuck shit to this nigga, or some fuck shit happened, or the funk is over some whole fuck shit, and you put yourself out there, you know what I'm saying, like that, and you don't even know what you banging for, you know what I'm saying, because your brother say that it was, like, it don't work like that, you know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to get some more knowledge and understanding of what y'all getting into before y'all get into it, you feel me?